Hello everyone, welcome to ShailajaIAS and welcome to the PYQ Decoder class. Welcome to the another session where we are taking today art and culture subject. This is Subash. Today we'll begin with respect to the themes, important themes that UPSC has been asking with respect to art and culture. Okay, you have rock-cut caves from Vedas, Upanishads, Harappa, okay, Harappan civilization, and Iron Age, Vedic civilization through Buddhism, Jainism, okay, and the South Indian temple cut architecture, okay, Dravidian architecture, Stupas, Amaravati Stupas in the south, okay, all this becomes very important. We'll see the themes, okay, we'll see the areas where questions has been asked by the UPSC examiner in the last 6 years with respect to art and culture, my friends. So, we'll begin. Art and culture, important themes from 2020 to 2025. The main theme I found where questions have come time and again is with respect to architecture, mainly temple architecture, the stupas and the rock-cut caves, okay, with respect to Buddhist, Jainist caves and Hindu caves also, okay. Hinduism caves also. We'll see. Again, architecture. Consider the following statements about stupa asked in 2023. Directly, this question asked from NCERT's, okay, history NCERT's becomes very important with respect to art and culture. Old NCERT you can read or the new NCERT's you can revise. The concept of stupa is Buddhist in origin. Is it true? UPSC, okay, giving fact as though it is right, but it is wrong. Stupa were there before Buddhism originated also. However, stupa became famous during Buddhist era. Okay, and Buddhist, okay, architectures used the stupa for making it, okay, known for the word, and they built on the architecture of the stupa. So the concept of stupa is not a Buddhist origin, but they made use of the stupas in their architecture. Stupa was generally a repository of relics, either Buddhist relics or the relics of the monks, that we know. So statement 1 is wrong, statement 2 is right. Stupa was a votive and commemorative structure in Buddhist tradition. Yes, it was a votive and a commemorative structure in Buddhist tradition. So how many of the statements are correct here? 2 and 3 are only 2. The practice of building mounds over the dead predates Buddhism in the Megalithic period, in the Vedic age. Okay, Megalithic mounds we know already in South India. Okay, those questions also had come in ancient Indian history, which we discussed in the previous classes. So, statement 2 and statement 3 are the features of Buddhist stupas. Okay, they are correct. They are the house relics and they serve as object of worship or marker of important events to commemorate structure in Buddhist tradition. Okay, commemorative structures as well as they are a repository of Buddhist relics. However, they are not origin of, okay, they did not origin during Buddhist architecture. So statement 1 is wrong, 2 and 3 are right, so 2 pairs are correct. How many of the following pairs are correctly matched again with respect to, okay, temples, stupas and caves? Asked in 2023, Besnagar, okay, Shaivite cave shrine. No, it is not Vaishnavite. You need to know, okay, you need to map all these important cave structures and to which, okay, denomination or religion it belongs to. It belongs to Vaishnavite cave shrine, not Shaivite. Bhaja caves, Buddhist cave shrine, correct. Sittanavasal, famous Jaina cave shrine. So again here, 2 statements are correct. First question is wrong, first statement is wrong, therefore answer is 2 pair. Statement 2 and statement 3 are right, so 2 pairs out of 1, okay, 1 is wrong, out of 3 and 2 are correct. Besnagar is famous for Heliodorus Pillar, a Vaishnava, not Shaivite monument, and Bhaja, Buddhist cave, and Sittanavasal or Jain are correctly matched. So we'll see next question, my friends. Which of the following statements are correct regarding Somanath temple? Okay, asked in 2022. Somnath temple is one of the Jyotirlinga shrines. You need to know all the Jyotirlinga shrines that has been there in the India. So put in the comment section which are all the Jyotirlinga shrines are there in the India. Okay. A description of Somnath temple was given by Al-Biruni. Yes, Al-Biruni was a foreign traveler who gave description about the Somnath temple. Okay, who invaded Somnath temple? Please comment in the YouTube section. Okay, Prana Pratishtha of Somnath temple, okay, that is installation of present day temple was done by President S. Radhakrishna. Factually, UPSC has a knack of making it wrong. However, this was a very tricky and difficult question. It was not done by Radhakrishna, but it was done by, okay, Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, not Radhakrishna. So here statement 3 is wrong, but statement 1 and 2 are correct. So answer will be 2 pairs or 1 and 2 only, asked in 2022, my friends. So we'll go to next question now. Again, okay, temple architecture 2021 linked with current affairs. With reference to Chausat Yogini temple, right? Female goddess, Chausat Yogini temple. Shakti, right? Yogini or Shakti or Durga temple situated near Morena. Which of the following statements are correct? It is a circular temple built during the reign of, okay, Kachapagatha dynasty. Kachapagatha dynasty. Okay, it is a only circular temple in India. Even if one more circular temple is there, these statements will stand wrong. So statement 2 is technically, logically wrong. It was meant to promote Vaishnava cult. Is it a Vishnu male temple or a Shakti temple, Yogini temple? So this also is a logically, okay, not matching with the statement given. So statement 3 also wrong. Its design has given rise to popular belief that it was in the inspiration behind the Indian Parliament building. It's a belief that Indian Parliament building, which is circular, was inspiration of Chausat Yogini temple. That will determine that it's a circular temple statement is correct. And statement 1 and 4 are having a cause-effect relationship. It is a circular temple and our parliament is based on circular shape. So it's a belief that it was an inspiration behind the parliament building makes sense, and statement 1 and 4 here are, okay, logically correct, and statement 2 and 3 are extreme statement and logically wrong. So answer will be 1 and 4. Option C are 2 pair. So built in 11th century for the Yogini cult Shakti, not Vaishnava, Vishnu. Okay, it is not only circular temple, not the only circular temple, other exists. Okay, its design is widely believed to be have inspired the parliament building. So 1 and 4 are correct, 2 and 3 are wrong here. Next, which one of the following statements are correct? Okay, Ajanta cave lies in the gorge of Wagora river. Sanchi Stupa lies in the gorge of Chambal river. Pandu Lena caves shrines in the gorge of Narmada river. Gorge is, okay, in between two rivers. These valleys, no, in this gorge region, okay, the caves are enshrined is what the statements are given, but asked which is correct. Amaravati Stupa lies in the gorge of Godavari river. Obviously, geographical, history, geography, mapping has been asked. But if you are not able to answer, and if you were very keen and concentrated, okay, and alive during the examination, I arrived at the answer. How? If you see Narmada river, Chambal river, Godavari river, all these are very well-known rivers which we have studied in our geography, our history. But Wagora river, examiner has to go search that river and put it in the option, because this is not a well-known river that we study either in history or geography. If examiner had put this by studying and in-depth knowing where this Wagora river is and putting this unknown river, then answer have to be that. Ajanta caves lies in the gorge of Wagora river. Why? Why will examiner take efforts to put this river, to search the unknown river and put it as an option? He can put any of the river, right? But Narmada, Godavari, Chambal are very easy rivers to change the option. But Wagora River, you would have gone search for the proper answer with respect to Ajanta caves and put the option. I made it right in 2021 because I looked into option very closely and got the answer, because examiner, it's not easy to go and find the unknown river and put it unless it is the right option, and yes, searched about it to put in the option. Answer was Ajanta caves lies in the gorge of Wagora River. Yes, you have to do mapping. If you have not done mapping, how will you go through the answers? Some of the questions UPSC will give hint. This is how. All these three are prominent major river. This is a tributary river and a not well-known river, and examiner had taken efforts to find the correct answer and put it for the Ajanta caves. For others, he has done wrong. We'll see. Sanchi Stupa lies in the Betwa, not Chambal River. Okay, Pandulena caves, not Narmada River, Godavari River. And Amaravati Stupa, not in Godavari but Krishna River. Okay, Ajanta cave in the gorge of Wagora River is the right answer here, my friends. I hope you have understood and you are able to debunk few of the options set by UPSC which are there to eliminate. You need to understand examiner's mindset here. That's all. Next important theme that has been asked in UPSC time and again is literature and language. Okay, ancient literature, Pali, Prakrit, okay, with respect to language also, tribal language becomes very important. Those themes are asked time and again in UPSC. We'll see which are the previous last 6 years, which are the questions that have been asked with respect to literature, and the literary work and who have written also becomes important. Which one of the following is a work attributed to the playwright Bhaja? Asked in 2024. You need to know timeline, which king, okay, who were the, okay, concurrent authors. Then you'll be able to answer and map it and remember it for long. Okay, Kavya Alankara, Natya Shastra to Bharata Muni, right? Madhyama Vyayoga, yes, this one is written by Bhaja. Okay, playwright written by Bhaja. Mahabhashya is written by who? Patanjali. Natya Shastra, Bharata Muni. Madhyama Vyayoga, okay, Madhyama Vyayoga is a famous Sanskrit play written by Bhaja. Natya Shastra, Bharata Muni. Mahabhyasa is by Patanjali. And Kavya Alankara is by, okay, is by Bammaha. Either you need to know directly which playwright was written by Bhaja, or if you know others and if you could eliminate the options, you'll be able to arrive at the answer. Next in 2026, this option can be the question asked. This option can be the question asked. So make sure you make a note, you have a book and you go through this option and make note of this option as well. Sanghabhuti, an Indian Buddhist monk who traveled to China in the 4th century AD, was the author of a commentary on. Okay. Author of the commentary on. You need to know which authors wrote which commentary. Prajna Paramita Sutra, Visuddhi Mahaga, Sarvastivada Vinaya, Lalita Vistara. Okay. He is okay, Buddhist monk, Indian Buddhist monk Sanghabhuti. He traveled to China in 4th century AD during Gupta's period, and he wrote a commentary on which one? This you need to have a factual knowledge. And if you know all the Tripitakas, okay, Vinaya Pitaka, all this belong to Buddhist monk. If you see Vinaya term, you are able to see Vinaya, Sarvastivada Vinaya. And Sarvastivadins is one of the important sect of Buddhism. If you know the sects of Buddhism, if you know about Tripitakas and Vinaya Tripitaka, you need to, okay, know, debunk that and able to get the answer very logically. Okay, you have to be very active, recall whatever things you have studied on Buddhism and try to link with it. Sanghabhuti was a Kashmiri monk, arrived in China around 381 CE. He was renowned for his expertise and commentary on the disciplinary code, right? The Tripitakas, the Vinaya Tripitakas of the Sarvastivadin school. So he wrote a commentary on Sarvastivada Vinaya. You need to know who wrote all these three options also, you need to make note, go search, okay? Make note of these three commentaries also. But did you understand how you will be able to decode? Okay, Vinaya Pitaka and Sarvastivadins is a sect of Buddhism. So commentary, who have written, what will be the commentary? Linked with Sarvastivadins and Vinaya Pitaka. So option C is the answer here, my friends. Asked in 2024. I was able to get right because of thinking in that way, able to link Buddhist, okay? I don't know directly, but able to link with the Buddhist monk with Vinaya Pitaka and Sarvastivadins, who is a sect of Buddhism. How many of the following pairs are correctly matched? Devi Chandragupta, Billana. Okay, Devi Chandragupta was written by Vishakadatta. He also wrote Mudra Rakshasa, right? Billana is wrong. Hammira Mahakavya, yes, statement. Hammira Mahakavya, Nayachandra Suri. Yes, statement 2 is correct. Milinda Panna, Nagarjuna. They try to confuse with Naga, not Nagarjuna, Naga Sena. Okay, dialogue between Milinda or Mahendra. Milinda Panna is dialogue between Milinda and poet Nagasena. So statement 3 also is wrong. Okay, Niti Vakyamrita is by Somdev Suri. This is also correct. Which are the important authors and their works? So here statement 2 is right, statement 4 is right, and the other two options are wrong. A famous, okay, a mostly made option, that is 2 pair, one of the favorite. Not always, but UPSC will give whenever they have given 4 statements with respect to author work. It can be 3 pair right, 1 pair right, but generally if you observe that, right, 2 pairs have been right, and either he has shifted 2 pairs or he would have given wrong with respect to 2 pairs. Wrong work or the wrong author, poet he has given. Not Nagarjuna, not Nayachandra Suri here. Okay, Devi Chandragupta was written by Vishakadatta, not Billana. Statement 2, Hammira Mahakavya is right by Nayachandra Suri. Milind Panna, not Nagarjuna but Nagasena. Niti Vakyamrita by Somadeva Suri. Statement 2 and 4 is correct. 1 and 3 are wrong. With reference to the history of ancient India, Bhavabhuti, okay, this is with respect to medieval India, that too mainly Vijayanagar Empire. Bhavabhuti, Astimalla, Kshemeshwara, okay, were the famous Jain monks, playwrights, temple architects and philosophers. You know, Jakanachari, all these were temple architects and sculpturists. But here, these were all famous playwrights. Okay, Bhavabhuti wrote Malati Madhava. Astimalla was a noted Jain playwright. And Kshemeshwara wrote Chanda Kaushika. Chanda Kaushika. All were celebrated literary figures. They were famous playwrights, okay, of the Vijayanagar Empire, asked in 2021. So I hope this is clear. So in this art and culture, okay, class 8, we have seen with respect to temple architecture, stupas, okay, rock cut architecture, with respect to literary works, with respect to time linked to important places. All this becomes very important. Go through these themes, okay, make sure you note all the options, okay, all the important works that I've given in the options, link, do the mapping and revise accordingly. I hope to see you in the next class. Till then, take care.